Dingoos, good morning. I hope you're having a fantastic morning. Very exciting episode in store for you. Today we're going to be talking about Bitcoin's price action, that nice little price bounce that we're seeing currently, as well as institutional adoption that's always happening, institutional accumulation, as well as Cardano's hard fork that happened. We'll talk about is it significant or what's going to happen in the future with Cardano, as well as Ethereum and DeFi at the end. So make sure you stay tuned and let's go ahead and jump right into it. And if you're a real dingo, smash that like button right now. I appreciate it. Anyways, 4-hour chart of Bitcoin. Best case scenario, we go test $58,000 to $58,000 price range, come back down, find support above 43,000, get into a bull flag, nice bullish continuation pattern, and then altcoins will see huge rallies, right, if that happens. Worst case scenario, we bend over and go down to the 20-week moving average. I do think it's inevitable that we go down and touch that 20-week moving average sometime, whether that's next week or next month or 2 months away. We will eventually come in contact with this 20-week moving average. Altcoins will bleed heavy, and we will use it as support. And I will be waiting for that moment to accumulate a lot of my long-term alt positions in essential Web3 infrastructure pieces. Anyway, institutional adoption. I mean, Michael Saylor and MicroStrategy just accumulating Bitcoin has purchased. They just purchased an additional 328 Bitcoins for $15 million in cash at an average price of $45,000. We hodl 91,000 Bitcoin acquired for $2.186 billion. Absolutely insane, guys. Average price $25,000, $24,000. Insane. I think he wants to get to 100,000 Bitcoin. I feel like that he's just buying it until he gets to that nice round number of 100,000. Insane. I think this will go down as one of the history's best institutional trades for sure. I mean, 100,000 Bitcoin at maybe $1 million price point eventually. I mean, what, you do the math. That's insane. And I do think it's a self-fulfilling prophecy, right? Fiat continues to debase and devalue, and it only makes sense that Bitcoin will continue to 1 million, right? So we will see. Citibank in a new report, Bitcoin is at a tipping point of its existence. I think the tipping point, one key thing to note is whether the United States decides to bootstrap it and adopt it and support blockchain, or whether they try to hinder and suppress it. I mean, Janet Yellen, she can go down in history as one of the best innovative. I mean, we will see. She hates Bitcoin, so we will see what happens. I mean, I really do hope she gets enlightened on the potential of it. I do think if the United States decides to hinder and suppress blockchain, it will be a nail in the coffin for the United States, because innovation and development, I mean, there's going to be so much cash flows associated with blockchain. It's just like the internet. I mean, Web 3.0 is just a better internet with the biggest upgrade in the financial system ever in history will be happening on Web 3.0, guys. And I'm so happy to be a part of it. And if the United States don't bootstrap it and adopt it, it will definitely be a nail in the coffin. Like India, terrible decision. India, I mean, they just lost on millions and millions and billions of dollars of cash flows within its economy, right? Very sad to see. It's a very unfortunate. Anyways, Fidelity have released a new report on Bitcoin. They say already considered a legitimate asset class by more and more investors, Bitcoin will, over time, take more market share from gold. The question of Bitcoin may no longer be whether, but how much. Totally agree. I do think Bitcoin could take a significant portion away from gold's market cap. I mean, I do think it is better than gold in every single category as a store of value, and I do think it will reach more people around the world, whether that's from the lowest. It's just a saving account, and I think it will grow as the world GDP grows. I think it's like the world savings account, right? Anyway, documenting Bitcoin says, in retrospect, it was inevitable, as Elon Musk would say. Jamie Dimon, CEO of JP Morgan, slammed Bitcoin as a fraud. This was back in 2017, and just last week, JP Morgan says investors could make Bitcoin 1% of its portfolio. institutions only can deny data and statistics for so long. I mean, it is what it is. They are going to have to adopt it, whether that's due to corporate game theory or just plain and simple numbers, right? 1% is very conservative, guys. 1% in the best performing asset over the last decade. Yeah, I mean, if you're young, I'm probably 30% of my portfolio is in Bitcoin, which is pretty low compared to a lot of people.
You're stupid enough to buy your
Jamie Dimon in 2017.
Pay the price for it one day.
The asset itself is creating nothing.
I remember watching Warren Buffett in that interview back in 2018. You got to understand, everybody says that, oh, it's easy money. It was kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy. Well, guess what? As all these smart people like Charles Munger and Bill Gates is next, and Warren Buffett, as well as Jamie Dimon, right? All these people came out and said Bitcoin's a scam, and you had to sit there and say, no, you're wrong. You wealthy motherfucker is wrong, right? Like, this genius that generated so much wealth for himself and the country is wrong on Bitcoin, right? And they're ignorant on Bitcoin. It took a lot of self-confidence to say that. And I definitely doubted myself several times in the past. Anyways, Square Financial Services, and if you, I do want to say, if you are one of the ones that watched those interviews and said, no, you're wrong, you deserve all the financial wealth that you have gained in the last year and a half, right, or year. Anyway, Square Financial Services begins banking operations. I do bring this up because eventually Square, I definitely see Square as a crypto bank, whether that's depositing your crypto and using it as collateral for a loan, or having a crypto credit card, etc., etc. I definitely see that down the road for Square. And I do think, I mean, corporate game theory, guys, every fintech application will have to follow Square's footsteps or get left behind. Corporate game theory. Anyways, 625 million XRP transfer from Jeb McCaleb settlement to Jeb McCaleb hot wallet. $277 million worth of XRP. Holy smokes, guys. If you don't know who Jeb McCaleb is, he's one of the richest men in the world. One of. But the reason why he's rich is because he was a co-founder of XRP, and he settled with XRP and now just dumps on retail. That's his job. He just dumps XRP on retail. Who buys his bag? I don't know. If you shill XRP, guys, I honestly dislike you a little bit, just a little bit. I mean, I think you're a good person. I hope you understand that you're just buying his bags, right? You're just buying his bags. It is what it is. You guys do what you want. A payment of 5 Bitcoin, $250 million in US dollars, was just made to a confirmed Elon Musk giveaway scam. Mr. Ched says, how does someone so stupid acquire so much Bitcoin? It's funny that 5 Bitcoin is so much Bitcoin nowadays. I mean, I guess it's $250,000. But anyways, I mean, I don't know, guys. I don't know how maybe, no, never mind. Let's just move on from this. Just don't get scammed, guys. Don't give your private key away. Don't send your money to a random address. You're not getting them back, sorry to say. Mr. Elon Musk says Doge means shield. Dogecoin value dropping memes. Dogecoin sleeps well at night. Guys, Elon Musk is the only reason to long-term hold Dogecoin, because I do think he's been talking about it to such a high degree. I would not be surprised if Elon Musk adopts Dogecoin into all his projects, whether that's Neuralink and I brought up another one of his projects he's been working on a while ago. I mean, Dogecoin, and maybe even Tesla's, right? So Dogecoin, Elon Musk is the only reason to long-term hold Dogecoin, because he could create a lot of utility for the token. But only time will tell, guys. I definitely see that happening, because he would not be tweeting about it to such a high degree if he does not have plans. He has plans, guys. He has plans. Let's talk about Cardano. They just had their, the Merry hard fork, which will allow users to create tokens that run on Cardano natively, just as ADA does, kind of like ERC20 tokens. We will see. We will see if they get any traction. This is the second step on the road to complete the Gogan upgrade, right, and launch smart contracts. Charles says we should have a tentative Alonzo date at March Cardinal 360 program, and Alonzo upgrade is basically the last. The third hard fork is called Alonzo. This will introduce smart contracts. I don't believe we've been given a date any more solid than Q2 for this. Well, we will see. And after the Alonzo hard fork goes live, we will officially be in the Gogan era. We will see. One thing I do want to point out quickly, which is kind of governance is the last thing, right? So I just want to say that they're figuring out governance last. So it's just tough, guys. It's just tough. It's going to be, we'll see. I'm not going to say much more on a Cardano, guys. I just think it's going to be kind of a centralized network for a long time. It is what it is. You do what you guys want to do. Let's talk about Ethereum. Ethereum's price action. I do think we'll come in contact with a 20-week moving average once again, whether that's next week or next month. Sometime in the future, we'll come in contact with a 20-week moving average and use it as support, guys. It's not a long way down from here, guys. It's 25%. 25% could happen in a week. Nice correction. I would be buying the crap out of it. The whole market would be extremely bearish, and I could see this happening whether that's late spring or early summer. And that will be definitely a nice accumulation point, and I'm waiting for that for sure. And Mr. Ryan Adams says the fastest growing economy this decade won't be the US, China, or Europe. It will be Ethereum, point blank period. This subscribes to my Ethereum country notion that I've been saying a lot in my videos. Ethereum is a country. Ethereum is the national treasury bond, and it's the risk-free rate is the staking reward. It is that, I mean, and then cash flows on Ethereum's protocols are its GDP. I've been saying that for a while now. I do think here's a bunch of scaling solutions before the final solution is long-term ETH2 proof of stake, also called Serenity, will also increase the total available block space through sharding. The Beacon chain is already live since December 2020, and the first hard fork is expected mid-2021. The merge projected Q4 2021, Q1 2022 will unite ETH1 and ETH2. So right now, we will see what happens first. Cardano, I think Cardano, I don't know, we will see. I do think you can't, we will see. It's better to have problems trying to solve them rather than not having any problem and just introducing a new blockchain. Problems will come up with Cardano, guaranteed. It will not be just rolled out and run perfectly, guys. No matter how much you plan, there's going to be a lot of problems. I think it's better to take initiative, implement stuff, and figure out the problems later, whether they're, as long as they're not catastrophic, right? And that's what Ethereum's doing. They took initiative and they sent out Ethereum, and it wasn't perfect, and now they're trying to fix it. But they have the traction, they have the actual adoption. It is what it is. Let's talk about Yearn, because instead of aping into all the tokens ever in history right now, and prepare for a correction, prepare for the 20-week moving average, deposit in vaults. Obviously you can earn 29% on USDC right now, guys. This is where I hold my stable coins, and Yearn vaults earning 30% on USDC. Absolutely insane. Also, I want to bring up token sets and their robo sets, because this is probably a nice place to store your assets or invest in, not store your assets, but invest in for, like, say the bear market, right? And robo sets have been performing well in corrections because they move your assets around based off an algorithm, and you can see past performance, and each trade is completely transparent. So token sets is very nice, and nobody talks about it, and who knows, they might even come out with a token and airdrop it to users. Who knows, right? Understanding DeFi is a cheat code in life. Straight up, plain and simple. I mean, earning 30% on stable coins, guys, nobody does that. Nobody. in traditional finance. 30%. 30%. That's insane. That's insane. And being young, understanding DeFi is a cheat code in life. And if you get ahead of the curve, have a deep understanding of it, I mean, you'll be set for life. You'll be set for life as long as you don't make a dumb decision. Anyways, once again, I do have a Dingooo token that's out. It logged me out automatically, but anyways, go make an account for Rally. We'll be doing an airdrop to my community, so go make an account on rally.io. I will leave it in my description. Dingooo, we're sitting at 53 cents right now. I'm going to be doing an airdrop to you guys, so make an account and be prepared. Probably the announcement will be next week sometime, when wink wink, so of how I plan on doing an airdrop. So plan for it, be prepared, and just be an active part of the Dingooo community. I really appreciate you guys. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. And if you want to stay up to date and chit chat, we got a Discord and a Telegram. Links are in the description. Join them and be a part of the community, as well as follow me on Twitter if you would like. Everything's in the description. Become a Dingooo today. That's all. Peace out, Dingoos, and dingle dingle.